Now, more than ever, teams must come together and work together to solve big challenges, and Trello is here to help. Trello, part of Atlassian's collaborative suite, is an app with an easy-to-understand visual format, plus tons of features that make working with your team functional and fun. With Trello, you can work with your team wherever you are, whether it's at home or in an office. Keep your workflow going from wherever you are with Trello. Try Trello for free and learn more at Trello.com. That's Trello.com. Working remotely can be a challenge, especially for teams that are new to it. How do you deal with your work environment being the same as home while staying productive? At a time when teams must come together more than ever to solve big challenges, Trello's here to help. Trello, part of Atlassian's collaborative suite, has been powering remote teams globally for almost a decade. Trello keeps everyone on the same page, helping teams communicate, focus, and connect. Try Trello for free and learn more at Trello.com. That's Trello.com.
Scarpins Avenue.
Dan and Ren and Jay will share tales of folks so unaware they lack in grace and sometimes choose the life they choose will make the news. Breaking down each epic fail in Florida, there's half-price bail. I'm happy to say they couldn't make this up. So listen to our podcast jam with co-host Arm and Dan. Bender, don't be a jerk, cause when the music hits, the funny hits, and we are gonna take you down. Stick around. Make a sound, hunker down, it's Dumb People Town.
Hey, Townies, welcome to another episode of Dumb People Town. Population Torresani.
Yes, hi guys.
Alessandra Torresani. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, I'm really nervous.
Why? You're going to be
I
awesome.
listened to you guys.
Alessandra Torresani.
This isn't supposed to be like really dirty, but I'm going to go there. But I listen to you guys when I'm in the bath because it's very relaxing.
It is very relaxing.
That's great. That's
you
not
just
dirty.
light
That's
some
clean.
candles while you're journaling.
You made it dirty. You were getting clean.
Yeah, I was getting clean.
You're getting clean. We are here to help you get clean.
This
on
is good.
life.
This is good bath time listening.
No,
as she
because
just
it's
told you.
fun. It's relaxing.
I love
you
it.
can like listen to one story. You don't have to commit to the whole episode at one time.
Right. It's
By the way-
modular. Thank you.
Yeah.
You have an unbelievable voice.
Thank you.
Your voice is fantastic. It
Thanks.
is like enjoyable. So now we add this voice into your bathroom.
And
into
then
your
it gets
bath
really
mix.
romantic.
It is just, guys, if you're not taking a bath right
It's
now,
like we just poured a bunch of beads in the tub.
what are you doing?
When's the last time you guys took a bath?
Recently.
Dan, don't think
Really?
I'm not glossing over your Alexander Hamilton of her name.
Oh, thank you.
Alessandra Torresani. Her name is Alessandra Torresani. And there's a million things she likes to funny. All right, so last time I took a bath was a couple weeks ago.
Really?
Yes. I
Do you
love it.
do
I have a
it
good
to
bath.
relax? Like, what is the vibe?
I did it because I wasn't feeling great and I was feeling like cold, and I took a warm bath and laid like a washcloth
Towel over your boobs?
on my boobs, and it just
Some chamomile tea.
And I was lactating,
sweet.
so I
Candles.
just felt
Probably.
good.
Did you
proud of
listen
you.
to music? Did you have spa
No,
stuff
I didn't
going
have
on?
spa stuff. I did not
Just
have
did
spa
a soak.
Stuff. Just did a soak. It felt so good.
Just
Yeah.
you basically
So-
just
so
sat
good.
in water.
Do you
Sad
ever
moment.
go to like Korean spas or like Russian banyas and like do the
I
cold
want to.
soak?
No, cold
I've heard-
soak.
Yeah.
Is it
Cold
good?
soak?
Yeah.
Okay, so the cold, do you go hot and then into the cold?
Yeah.
Into
And
a
back and
plunge,
forth 3
into a
times.
plunge pool.
Well,
Yeah.
here's the thing about the
then out.
cold. I can't, if you move around in the cold, it gets way colder. You just have to like stay very still.
How long do you stay in the cold?
You're supposed to stay at least a minute. I last like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I can't do
Whoa,
it.
dude!
But I get myself so hot where I can't even breathe and I feel like I'm going to faint, so it feels good.
Then you need the cold. All right, I love this.
I love it.
We're learning stuff
We're learning
here.
so
We're getting
many new
smart,
things.
so
We're
we're
getting
getting smart when it comes to bathing rituals. But now we're
that's
going to
it.
Now we're going to get into the world of dumb.
Dumb.
And we ask the question, why is the dumb? We don't say that's dumb. We say, why is that dumb? And I don't know if you believe that or feel that the world's getting dumber. But
or
we do.
louder.
Well, definitely louder because I'm in it.
Yeah.
But do I think that people are getting dumber? I don't know. I have mixed views about it. I
Okay.
have mixed views.
Fine.
I like that.
See, my thing is, I think it's never been more okay to be dumb, though.
100%. I think it's okay for children to be dumb now.
And adults. Like, if
Because
you're an
you're
adult and you're like,
on
"Oh, I
your
don't know."
phone. You like I've never seen so many. I know that you who has kids here.
We do, except for Dan.
Not
Me
Dan.
and Randy.
Not that I know of.
But do you notice that kids are more often on their phones than not now?
Yeah, totally.
Yes.
And I think that sometimes that's not the most awesome thing.
No, and it definitely does not make you smarter to do that. You know certain things, but there are a lot of things
You're
don't
just like, I don't need to know that. I'll just look it up.
Yep.
Right.
It's true.
I don't have to know.
Alexa.
Are you
I was doing homework with my 12-year-old the other day, and she had a question for me to help her. She was doing her homework, and I was there to help her. And she was doing it, and she was like, "Alexa," I'm like, "It's your, it's me."
Alexa, can you help me with this?
I was like, "I'm your dad. My name isn't Alexa."
Could Alexa
But
help
did she
you with
think?
your homework?
Yeah, I mean, I guess she could.
Dad, can you set a time? No,
No,
I can't set
so
a
this
timer.
is my 6-year-old. This is how much like Alexa is like in the room.
Dude, AI's taken over.
It's taking
Yeah.
over. So she was like, "Dad, come here. Come next to me." And I went all the way over to her. She whispered in her ear, and she's like, "I want to play music from the computer, not from Alexa."
She didn't want Alexa to hear her.
They hear me telling you that we're gonna go from the computer.
Alexa has no feelings.
How upset do you think people are that have the name Alexa?
So upset.
know.
We have a cousin named Alexa.
Is she
Is she upset?
I just every
She
day I'm
tells
like,
us-
"Can you set a 20-minute timer for me?" We're trying to cook this rice. Dan, let's get into a story right
you
now
ready?
before we even
Okay.
get
This was sent in by Joe Gunderson.
What
At
a name.
Big Joe Gun.
I love that.
Big Joe Gunn.
Gundersons. That's a
He's
character
right out
from Fargo.
Yeah, right out in Bemidji.
The Gundersons. Yeah, that's a complete Midwest.
Such a Midwest.
Midwestern, northern Minneapolis name. Yeah.
Well, we live next door to the Gundersons.
We don't see much from the Gundersons.
And they had a house fire, but it wasn't their fault.
Where's he from?
Well, this is just the guy who sent in the
Oh,
story.
oh, oh.
Ray
Let's
Gunderson.
say he's Fargo. Let's say that's it.
I saw him clearing brush last Friday.
He is Sioux Falls.
Oh, don't you know?
Yeah.
I just cannot. I have a friend from Wauwatosa, Wisconsin, and she's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Alessandra, I just cannot right now.
I can't.
She cannot.
I can't.
She
I
tries
just spent
so
all
hard.
day arguing with the Gundersons. I can't do it.
We were eating dinner at Red Robin, and they bring you all the phrase you want.
I said don't stop until we explode.
You know they got a new store at the mall where it's a whole bunch of signed autographs from Packers.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Packers,
Yeah.
Packers.
Cool.
Yeah, and they sign them.
You gotta claim-
Everything's all signed.
You got a Clay Matthews there?
Oh, yeah, I like
good.
him
Hey,
in
and
his
you know
hair.
what comes with that one? A lock
What?
of his hair.
Normally, I don't like
yeah.
men with long hair. I don't trust them, but I like him.
Well, you like Thor. You told me you like Thor. in
and
that
you like
movie.
Jesus. So
You like
you know,
Oh, Jesus
there's
Christ.
two.
You're right. I do like a white man with long hair.
Hey, come on.
All right, Dan,
Okay,
let's
here we
get
go.
this.
Carjacker on meth abducts man and his pet goat from adult store.
Wow, I have so many
Everyone's
questions
at
already.
fault here.
That's just the
Everyone is
headline.
at fault.
That's just the headline.
Man and pet. So,
But he's a carjacker, but he took this guy from a store.
Or
in his car.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
A man was arrested after carjacking a truck from outside an adult store with a man and his pet goat inside.
If you are bringing your pet goat to an adult store,
store.
expect it to be
You-
stolen.
But it could be your emotional support animal, so what are you going to do about
Emotional
it?
support goat. Your emotional support goat.
You know
Two
what he
men-
supports? My balls.
By the way,
No.
we are now allowing people to take animals everywhere. This is a bit that we do in our
Yes.
stand-up.
It's our new
but
stand-up.
Yeah.
We've crossed a threshold, and there wasn't a big revolutionary moment. They just snuck this thing in on us.
Yeah.
There was a time, we say this in our stand-up 5 years ago, if you walked your dog too close to the opening of a restaurant, like the front door of a restaurant, they were allowed to put that dog to sleep.
That's right.
Because that threatened their A rating. Now you can carry a dog, a freaking
Anywhere.
Chihuahua in a baby Bjorn through a salad bar.
Yes.
And if anyone looks at that person and says, hey, what are you doing? You're the asshole.
Well, I feel like I'm a trendsetter. No big deal. Because I have had my dog for 12 years, and for all 12 years, he's been flying with me.
Okay.
So-
So you're the problem. No.
I am the problem.
No.
You're the forebearer.
You are a forefather. You
I
are
don't
a
mind
pioneer.
seeing a dog on a
A
plane.
dog on a plane is okay, but
Yes, and he was very well behaved. He could sit in a
dogs
sound
in a
studio and not make
restaurant.
noise.
Dogs in a restaurant.
Right.
What are we doing?
Yeah,
That's
but,
a health
But that's a very
violation.
European thing. Like if
You
you
have a
go to
dog in
Europe,
a, oh yeah, that's true. They have
Yeah.
dogs in there.
But still, are we gonna like pair it on the shoulder at
Right.
Popeyes Chicken?
So this
just
guy was
saw-
like, I
yeah.
gotta go to the adult store.
with my goat.
Come on.
Two men
Let's-
stopped in an adult store in early Wednesday. The driver of the pickup truck went inside the store while the passenger and his pet goat remained in the truck, ultimately falling asleep. How long is that guy in that adult store?
Well,
No, I don't
what
know.
time
I'm
is
just
this
saying.
at?
Come on,
Early
Jeff. Let's
Wednesday.
go to the adult store. Let's
For
go to the adult
what?
store. You mean the internet?
You're gonna
No,
be
the
there-
actual adult
How long are you
adult
going to be
store.
in there? I'm not going to be in there.
I think that's the best part of this whole story is that he's still going to
To
the
an adult store.
Adult
Because the adult store is Amazon.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's like Lion's Den. In Wisconsin, there's one called Naughty and Nice. But this, to me, is like, how long are you going to be in there? Because me and the goat got to get home. A couple minutes. Not long enough
If
for you
you're
to
in there
take
for
a nap.
if you're in there for a long time, I'm gonna fall asleep.
And so will he. He's beat. He's tired.
Exhausted.
Then why did you bring him?
He
Why
wanted
did
to
you-
come.
He didn't.
I wonder if it
You
was
want to
like
come? Tell him.
I wonder if it was like a tiny goat, you know, like
Nah.
those pygmy goats.
You
or
sure you
want
wanna
to
come?
working
Nah.
early. Nah.
At Flower Brothers.
So you're talking about like a tiny little Shetland goat, like a baby
Yeah,
goat.
the pygmy goats.
baby
Yeah.
goats that you could put into a large purse. I'm not saying this
You,
man would have a
you
purse.
actually could put them.
in a
Do a big bag.
Yeah, they're kind of the cutest things in the world.
in a Birkin bag. You could
I
throw it
may
in.
or may not want one.
Someone
won't go
please
there.
get her a Birkin bag. She's going to an adult store now to look for one. That's
So
smart.
two guys pull into the adult store parking lot. And
Sounds
then,
like the beginning of a joke.
and then, I know, one has a baby goat. One guy goes in.
This is the beginning of a joke.
Goat and other guy fall asleep, right?
Right.
That's when police say Brandon Kirby jumped into the truck and took off, allegedly taking meth as he drove the passenger away.
There
He
you go.
was doing meth while he
As
was
he's-
driving.
yeah, as
Yes.
he's driving away.
Meth, one thing about meth, they say it allows you to multitask. So he is doing a lot of things. He's keeping the goat safe. He is now. Are they in the back cab? He and the goat, or is there a front
Like
cab?
like a flatbed kind of a thing.
Or no, because there's a front
Sometimes
seat
there's a
and a
back-
back seat of the cab
Right.
in the front.
I have no idea.
Oh, this was a cab.
No.
it's
The cab is
the cab is the thing of
front
the truck.
part of a pickup truck.
You know what you're saying?
That's the
Yes,
term.
sir.
Wait a
Yes.
second.
Sorry.
So is this the greatest goat of all time? Is this the greatest of all time?
Stop.
This goat.
I'm gonna ask you
I'd be
guys,
saying
is the
that
goat.
all the time.
This goat.
This goat is the goat.
whose home state? We're only a little bit into this, but I want to do it now.
Oklahoma.
Whose home state did this happen in?
Oh.
You were California born,
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
gonna say Oklahoma.
and I was Illinois, and the Sklar's are Missouri.
So is it
whose home
California,
state
Illinois?
did this happen in?
Oh, it actually, I'm not
Yes,
guessing.
Yeah, California, Missouri,
Or
or Illinois.
I'd say California because there's a guy in Hollywood that walks his goat, so I wouldn't be
Yep. I
surprised.
I saw him on
Yeah.
New Year's Eve.
Also, there's the San Joaquin Valley. Like this could happen in Bakersfield.
Are you going California
Yeah.
too?
Yep, I am.
Okay. Jason,
Missouri.
Missouri.
Yeah.
Okay. The home state of one of us that this story is taking place in is Missouri.
Yes!
Yes.
Missouri loves company.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
But I skipped over this so that people would know. The man was arrested in Oklahoma.
There you
Oh,
go.
you
yeah.
knew.
Yes,
That's
He was
amazing.
arrested in Oklahoma.
Meth took
But
him
I'm
on a
actually
drive.
very impressed
This
right
takes,
now.
but it starts
In
Missouri.
Missouri.
Yeah. Kirby drove through parts of Kansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma, occasionally striking the victim while he's driving.
Wait,
That-
which victim?
not the goat.
Not the
Okay.
goat.
Yeah,
Well,
this
we
story
don't know.
would- this
we don't
story would
know. We
not
don't know.
be in here.
Oh, right,
No.
because you guys are good to animals.
Yeah, we're
okay.
good to animals and
Babies.
So he
Babies.
carjacked, stole a guy and
Like a
his
goat.
and started doing meth and hitting him as he was driving.
Yes.
Doesn't that seem impossible? I mean,
It's kind of amazing.
it's kind of a skill because to be
All of
on
it.
meth, to drive, to know there's a goat in the back, there's a person, and you're hitting him. Like that's
And to
you're right,
continue
full
doing
functioning.
meth. Thank
And then
you.
to
Yeah,
keep driving.
full functioning.
The victim told police Kirby eventually let him and the goat go. What if the guy was like,
Oh, that's so
the guy
nice.
was like, one
That's
of you
nice.
has to stay.
You let the
goat
What do you
go.
do in that
Because if you let
situation?
the goat go, now the goat's abandoned somewhere.
or
And
the goat
hungry.
or the goat's living his best life out in Oklahoma.
right.
Yeah, maybe he's finally
Just
happy.
like thank God the goat gets
Didn't
out
we
of the car.
say
It's like
that
thank God.
like when you're flying on an airplane and like right as you're about to leave, a fly flies into the plane.
Oh, yeah, you guys used to say that.
And then you like let's say it's in New York and then you land in LA and then the doors open.
Oh,
the
you're saying
fly
like
is
right.
Wait, now I have to
It's
make
like,
all
where
new
the fuck
friends.
am
Yeah, all new fly friends.
I didn't want to be here. Now I'm in like a warmer climate.
I
This is
understood.
messed
That's
up.
actually really funny to think about.
That's also the great start to an animated movie.
Yes.
Come
Bugs
fly
Life
with
too.
me.
No fly zone.
Come fly with me. Is pretty
No
good.
fly zone.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. I said he drove through Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma. The victim told police he let him and the goat go, dropping them off on the side of a road in Sand Springs, Oklahoma. K-O-K-I reported. He called 911, then reported the truck missing to OnStar, according to the outlet.
Wow.
OnStar's still a thing.
I
It
can't
is.
believe it.
They still employ people who sit at desks with
Yes.
them.
Right, and those people have been sleeping for
Just
like 2 decades.
Like the goat.
Unlocking.
Hello,
Yeah, they wake
what's
up.
What?
They wake
Yes,
up, they
yes.
unlock a Chevy Tahoe, and then they go back to sleep.
We'll send someone right out.
I had OnStar for a bit.
You
Yeah,
did?
Yeah, I
did.
did.
Would you ever
Did you
just talk
use
to
it?
him?
I did it when I had my first car when I got my license, and I would just call and say, "Hey, what's going on?"
No, you
Oh,
just to
no.
fuck with them sometimes.
That's
cool.
yeah.
OnStar's representatives were able to slow the car's speed to 15 miles per hour.
That's
so good.
terrifying.
I know, because now that's some
That they
like
can control
enemy of
that.
the state stuff. where
Isn't
they
that
can-
amazing that
It's
they
terrifying.
can control
Eagle
the-
Eye. Was
terrifying.
that
Yeah.
the movie with Shia LaBeouf
I don't
and Will Ferrell, where like technology everywhere could control like everything that was happening?
No, but that is like that moment where you're pushing the shopping cart at a grocery
And
store
it
like too
stops
far, and
when
then
you
it
go
stops.
out
You're
the
like,
door.
Who did that?
Yes. God.
Who did that?
God.
OnStar.
OnStar.
Right. There's so many people in this country who think that's magic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like me.
Magic's real.
that's how it
Magic,
works.
stopping it.
Bill
Every time I
Gunderson thinks
leave-
it's real.
Every time I leave the Publix, they put the spell on the cart and I can't get any farther.
Bill Gunderson drove his car right into the front of Pump. Did
Also-
you hear that? He was so mad about the
Yeah, he was
the
freaked out.
supermarket cart.
Oh, you're out of goat cheese balls? I'll show you.
How did his goat fare in that crash?
He said he was going to go after Tom next.
All right.
Okay.
Stop
I love
with your
deep
knowledge
cuts.
of that.
No, don't ever stop, Jay.
Stop.
You
Tom
love
is-
Vanderpump as long as you. I know
Tom
Tom Sandoval is
is
from
from
St.
St.
Louis.
Louis.
Tom Schwartz is from
And
heaven.
Tom Sandoval is from St. Louis, and I guarantee you he acts like he doesn't know who we are.
No, he's so
Have
cool.
you met before?
No.
I met him. I guarantee he knows who you are. He
Did
loves
you-
St. Louis.
Did you just say he's so cool?
We should see if Tom Sandoval.
Yeah.
No, but I don't think he's uncool.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Tom Sandoval should be our guest in St. Louis for the live Dumb People Town.
Sure.
and Andy Cohen.
Invite him.
Ooh,
Because Andy
Andy.
Cohen's from St.
I
Louis.
know. But he's
Carly Kloss is too.
Yeah.
Andy.
So's John Hamm.
Okay.
Andy
Oh,
Cohen, if
man,
you're out
that
there,
ham.
come be our guest.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun?
Fly home and come be our guest.
back,
So
buddy.
also, I love OnStar's like, can you turn the car off? We can get it down to 15 for you. Well, why? If you can
Still
go from-
dangerous.
What
Like, I can't
about-
get out of a 15.
What
they're
about?
out.
By the way, what about that? Because they're afraid if they stop it, he'll run.
But if you're down to 15, just keep slowing it down.
No. They want him at a slow cruising thing so the police can like come
Oh,
after him.
okay.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
great.
interesting.
OnStar wants him to lose a police
Well,
chase.
a low speed
Right.
chase then ensued.
Of course.
Of course.
Do you think they're like someone sprinting, being like, come on, man?
A galloping horse.
Definitely a horse.
Or
Definitely a horse.
Usain Bolt.
Yes.
Just running next to it.
A low speed chase ensued, and police brought it to an end with stop sticks, according to the outlet. I
What's a
imagine
stop
that's spikes.
stick?
Spikes
Oh.
that they throw down that
Police say Kirby jumped out of the car.
Of course he did.
And ran off, dropping a mask and gun. Keep the mask, Curbs.
Yeah, or the gun.
Before a deputy found him hiding in tall grass. I see you. It's just grass, man. We're not
It's
in
like he's on the
Nam here.
Serengeti.
That's-
You know?
Does
That's
it
his
say what kind
autobiography, by the
of,
way.
Does it say what kind of mask he was wearing?
No, that's my other question.
Tall, just
Because
a
what
guy.
if it was like a scarecrow mask?
Yeah, you
That
never-
would have been very smart.
By the way, if he's scarecrow and he just kind of stood up there with his
Dude, hiding in
like
tall
Jeepers
grass.
Creepers.
Are you Kirby? No.
No.
Shit.
God damn it!
Hiding
Who's
in tall
that?
grass.
No, he's up there. Ask me.
Are you Kirby?
Who's asking? Ah, damn it!
Why? First, tell me why.
No, if you
I'll
talk,
tell
You're
you.
a cop. You have to tell me why.
No
first.
quid pro quo.
They found him hiding in tall grass near Highway 412.
hiding in tall grass is a great name for an autobiography. I'm sorry, just
It
is.
is.
That's
Kirby-
like, it's almost like hiding in plain sight.
Almost. Kirby was arrested and charged with a whole bunch of stuff. He was also wanted on a burglary charge out of Osage County and has a number of felony convictions.
That's near the Lake of the
We will get out of
Ozarks.
here on this. That's what I thought.
How old?
How old is Brandon Kirby?
Okay, what do you
He's
think?
doing meth at an adult store parking lot.
He can drive.
He can drive.
He has to be strong enough where he was able to hit him
Yes.
while driving.
So he has
And
to
keep it up.
Yeah.
He ran. He had a mask, and then he tried to hide in tall grass.
Okay, I have one more
Tall
question.
grass.
I'm not a drug person, so I'm not familiar with meth. But is meth the same thing that makes you strong, or is that bath salts?
Bath
Bath
salts
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 makes-
and PCP
yeah, gives you like.
That
Yeah,
makes you
you're
want to eat
insane.
someone's face off.
and fight a
Right.
lot.
I think meth gives you energy.
It
right?
does. I don't know.
I
don't
think
know.
so. I don't know
I'm
enough.
glad
But not
we don't
like that
know.
super
like
Hulk
superhuman strength.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I don't
Okay.
know if it's that. Yeah.
I'm getting very serious
I
about
know.
this.
You are. No,
I love
You
your
don't-
analysis is great.
You don't have to go first. You can go Tig or third, whatever you
I'll
want.
go first.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to say 32.
Okay.
32 years old. Jace or Randy?
I think this guy's 40 years old.
40 from Jason.
Hey, Judd Apatow, this is 40.
I don't know. I think he's 26.
26.
Yeah, he doesn't know enough, but he
Okay.
can still do a bunch of
40.
stuff.
Okay. One of you is
No.
exactly right.
Oh, so now we get to play this game, which is great. Who do you think
Who
is
do you think
exactly
is
right?
right?
You think you. I
Okay.
love that you're confident in your thing. I think it's me.
Okay.
I think it's me.
Okay, everyone's sticking to their guns.
We
here.
all can't be right, but we all feel like we are.
Unlike Kirby, we are holding our guns instead
Sticking
of
to our
dropping
guns.
them. We're sticking to them.
Okay. This will end story number 1. Get your answers in now, townies, wherever you may be. Because
Get both answers in.
Brandon Kirby
Mm-hmm.
is 40 years old.
Jay.
Knew it.
Wow.
He maybe is having that midlife crisis.
Or that
what
moment of like,
happens.
where do I go from here? Oklahoma.
Which is the way that's clear.
Midlife
Yeah.
crisis.
I gotta
at
steal a
40.
goat from an adult store.
Right.
With a guy and just go.
Wow.
You got to deal
But
with
that is a guy who started that with no end game, with no end
he
plan.
saw,
He
a
didn't
car,
know
he
what
saw
was
a car
happening, right.
running and was like, oh, sweet.
By the way, if this isn't the best ad for OnStar, I don't know what is.
Meanwhile, you're asleep. You're taking a nap with your goat in an adult store parking lot, and you're like, "What's the
What
worst
could go
that
wrong?
Could happen?
What's the worst of that? My wife drives by.
Yeah, I mean, really. I mean,
Right.
This was probably better.
maybe
for
she
him.
was inside. We don't know.
She could be working it.
Who said he was straight, too?
There
Right?
you go.
It's
Right?
Missouri.
His husband.
My husband. My
Yeah, his
husband.
husband. He's in an adult store. He's already mixing it up a little bit. He's got a goat with him. God knows what he's doing with
Oh,
that.
Jesus
Don't.
Christ.
God
Randy.
knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
with
there's that moment where they save the goat and give it back to the guy, and it's like, did
Ah,
you
did
save
you
it?
just save it?
Did you save the
Who
goat?
saved who? Right? All right,
loves
guys.
it?
there you
Who
go.
rescued who?
That's story 1 down in the books. When we come back, we got more. We're going to talk about your podcast, and it's all good. It's Dumb People Town. We'll be right back.
Stick around, make a sound for more Dumb People Town.
Guys, Valentine's Day around the corner sucks. A lot of pressure, cheesy gift options. Here's the way to elevate your Valentine's Day and turn it into something really genuinely classy and romantic. Surprise her this holiday with high-end designer lingerie from Enclosed. Enclosed was literally and specifically designed specifically to help people find lingerie gifts for their wives or girlfriends or boyfriends. If you're ready, he wants to put on lingerie, go for it. Basically,
Because it's all about making
Yeah.
you feel or her feel beautiful and loved, or
What
him.
person doesn't want that? This is not your usual department store Victoria's Secret underwear. Seriously, is a seriously high-end designer lingerie. Encloses everything from beautiful silk nighties and ultra sexy panties. Just
They
great
got it
stuff.
all.
It's like a flower of the month. If you want to think about it, it's like a flower of the month club or a beer of the month club,
yeah.
but instead they're getting high-end, ultra high-end lingerie. It's an effortless gift for you. You can tell basically that she's going to love it.
and
just
you
know
tell
she-
them what she likes or what you think she likes, and boom, they'll send you the styles, and they'll take care of the details.
Size
for you.
guarantee means you can't mess up. Enclosed gets the fit right 98% of the time. If it's the gift that keeps giving because Enclosed sends you a new gift every month. You just sit back and enjoy the surprises month after month. Over 30,000 people are enjoying it and loving Enclosed. You can be a part of that too. We'll give you a little gift right now. We're going to get $25 off your Enclosed gift. So go to enclosed.gift and enter the code DPT at checkout to get $25 off any Enclosed gift. That's Enclosed, ENCLOSED.gift.
Use the code DPT.
Okay, Dan J, I got a question for you. Can a bar of soap be patriotic?
Goddamn right it can.
That's a lot to ask right there.
No, I believe it can.
But a bar of soap can be patriotic. It doesn't just get out like a little flag and wave it around. But consider the Duke Cannon superior quality grooming goods for hardworking men. We're hardworking men. I love a good soap.
Yeah,
I love
these
it. This is solid stuff.
They're tested by soldiers, not boy bands. They partner with active duty military to develop new ideas and new products. Anything that doesn't meet the high standards of soldiers
Doesn't happen.
doesn't happen. American made products. We absolutely love it. This is it. I'm gonna throw out a few things here, okay?
Okay.
Beer and bourbon box of big ass bricks of soap. $25. 4 10-ounce American-made soaps. You're not dealing with soap for a long time after that. Big-ass beer soap, big American bourbon soap, and it's amazing
Made with
stuff.
fresh squeezed IPA.
The Deschutes IPA is so good, but I love the big American bourbon soap because it's made with Buffalo Trace, and I've been to the Buffalo Trace distillery. And
Yeah.
it smells
So
so
good.
Man, I love all that stuff.
Smell like a dude.
How about solid colognes? Duke Cannon solid colognes are the alternative to offensive sprays that have you smelling like you were attacked by a perfume lady at the mall.
Been
Or
like
man.
that.
Or you could be attacked
Yeah,
by
yeah,
anybody.
yeah.
These portable, I like a good, like just, a good smelling men's cologne is
Me
always
too.
good. Made with natural and organic ingredients. A 1.5 ounce tin lasts a good long time, even with multiple applications per day. The bourbon solid cologne offers a woodsy, I love a good woodsy oak barrel scent, inspired by rack houses in the Buffalo Trace distillery, which you were talking about too.
$25.
Yeah.
Affordable. These things are great.
Most importantly, Duke Cannon is committed to giving back to the men and women serving our country. This is another reason to do that. That's why 5% of all the profits are donated to causes benefiting veterans and active duty military. So when you're using Duke Cannon's big ass brick of soap, don't be surprised if you start humming the national anthem. You'll
might
be
happen.
that patriotic. I love these guys. Go to DukeCannon.com. Use the promo code DPT for 15% off your entire order. Free shipping with orders over $35.
Yep.
A range of Duke Cannon men's premium products also available at your local Target. That's DukeCannon.com. Use the promo code DPT.
Hey guys, welcome back to DPT. That's Dumb People Town. We want to remind people as we hit the sort of midpoint of the show, we're doing Dumb People Town live in some big theaters around the country, and we're really excited. Please come to St. Louis. See us on the 20. Is it the
19th, 20th.
19th? Is Minneapolis. That's a Thursday at the Cedar Cultural Center.
Yep.
On Friday, we're in St. Louis at Delmar Hall, and on Saturday, we're at Turner Hall in Milwaukee. Those are all big rooms. We expect lots of people to come out. We want to do these shows over and over again. We want to keep coming. And then we're doing it again in June. We're going to do a Pacific Northwest tour. We're going to be up in Vancouver at the Rio Theater.
If you come out to those first,
Vancouver's the best.
The best.
So the 18th we're in the Rio Theater in Vancouver.
Okay.
The 19th we're going to be at Washington Hall in Seattle.
Cool.
And then the 20th at the Aladdin Theater in Portland,
and I'm
Oregon.
trying to put together for people who buy tickets to St. Louis, Milwaukee, or Minneapolis, meat raffles. I love
Meat
it.
raffles.
What's that?
A meat raffle?
Yeah.
It's like a great Midwestern thing where it's literally what it sounds like.
Oh.
You buy a ticket and then you find out if
raffle
you won
off
meat.
Oh.
And then
what
we-
if you're a vegetarian?
Then
Impossible
why would
meat.
you want to be a part of that meat raffle?
Well,
Is there impossible meat in there?
No.
Okay, fine. I don't know.
There's cod.
You're saying it's impossible
cod
that
or
impossible meat would be
venison.
there?
Some
Okay,
ham,
I got you.
thick cut.
And if you're going to be in Los Angeles, we're doing a live Dumb People Town at Largo with Paul F. Tompkins and Colin Hay, the lead singer from Men at Work, who is amazing and had a great solo career, on Monday, February 24th.
Largo's the best.
The
isn't
best.
it?
best.
So we do it live here at Largo every other month, and so that's one, and we're going to get one more guest on that show too. So get your tickets for all that stuff. If
Come
you
on,
go,
yo.
go to the Dumb People Town Facebook page, you can get all that stuff. Let's talk about your podcast.
Oh God.
Okay. Oh God.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk about your podcast.
Tell them what it
Okay.
is, tell them what it's about, and tell them how
they
get
can enjoy.
Well, it's called Emotional Support because everyone calls me Al.
Yeah.
So we thought that'd be really funny.
I like it.
Season 1 is already out, so you can listen to a few episodes there.
Listen to Daniel on it.
He comes out season 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Scandalous.
I love
It's a
it.
really sassy episode.
I'm
sure
sure
it is.
Of course it will.
We talked a lot.
we went way over our time.
What do you like to dig into on that show?
Well, I'm bipolar, so we like to laugh about the fact that I am and mental health.
Yeah.
Howard Stern is my favorite person in the world, so it's definitely a lot of Howard Stern in
Yeah, we
there.
talked about that.
Yeah, Chris Farley. of
Yeah,
course.
we talked about Chris
the
Farley.
one that got away from me.
Yeah.
It's true.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, I'm totally convinced that he was my soulmate.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Isn't it cute?
I mean,
He just didn't want to wait.
you just don't want to
He
wait.
couldn't wait.
He couldn't wait.
Too young.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's amazing. And we just laugh a lot about mental health because it's really funny. And if you can't laugh about it, it's too depressing.
If you're dealing with it, that is a great way to cope with
Yes.
that stuff. Because anytime, I always feel this way whenever I'm like in it, like deep in like arguments and fights and stuff, even just emotional shit with my family. The joke is the way we get out of it.
It's the only way to get out of it.
The joke is the way
It's
we
a way to get unstuck.
So my oldest daughter is in high school, who is like 14.
Oh, wow.
Hormones swirling and all that stuff. We were really in this like deep, heavy argument fight thing last night, and it was
Really?
like just bad. And I was like trying to get out of it, looking for an off ramp to get out of this fight and this argument. And she's not giving in, and I'm like, I can't give into this. And like we're just and she's crying and she's upset and she's
Oh, my
really
gosh.
mad. And she's making it worse. Like she just keep digging and making it worse. And we were talking about this one thing about school and whatnot. And she's like, she was upset about this one thing. And she said, I need to read more and I'm not reading enough. And I haven't even read, she's crying like through tears. I haven't even read A Tale of Two Cities. I haven't even read A Tale of Two Cities. And then she's like, I'll never know if it was the best of times or the worst of times. So she made that joke and she's crying. And I was like, and I'm like ready to, come back. And I'm like, that is hilarious. And she starts laughing. And I'm like, that's how we pulled ourselves out of it. She
the
made
only
a
way to do
joke.
it.
It's a great joke. I'll never know if it was the best of times or the worst of times. I'm like, that's a great joke.
Yes.
Great joke. But I'm saying comedy as the way to kind of dig ourselves out or at least cope with it in some way.
Totally. And look, we're all, completely fucked up, let's be honest. And if we're not, our family is. And if our family's not, our friends are. And it's like trying to deal with all of it at once.
It touches
and
everybody.
Yeah, and then especially like we talk about loss all the time. And,
Yeah.
and I've lost a lot of people specifically this month. And
Sorry to hear that.
oh, it's okay. Thank you though. And one of them actually took his own life, and so we're gonna touch on that in the next coming week to start talking about that and how, sometimes just laughing is the best thing. Like it's the only thing that I can say has helped me out because I'm a Gemini, I'm Italian, and I'm bipolar. So it's like a very exhausting person that lives
You
inside
got a
here.
lot going on.
Energy.
It's a lot of
That's why
energy.
you drink 8 of these
That's
in a day.
right. That's right. And I'm like really small. So it's like a lot is going on in here.
Well, I'm glad you're with us. Do you want to keep going on the dome
I would
train?
love to.
You
right,
did a
let's
great
do
job
it.
on the first story. Let's
Thanks,
jump into
guys.
another
Here
one.
we go. Sent in by Jeffrey Alberghini at JJ Alberghini.
I still fly Alberghini Airlines.
Okay.
Alberghini. What kind of a sandwich did you get?
I'm going to read you the headline.
An Alberghini.
I got an Alberghini.
Bodybuilder
Oh,
set to marry his sex robot girlfriend despite frequent
yes.
arguments.
With the sex robot girlfriend?
Yes.
I have so many thoughts already about this
Okay,
story.
so he
A smitten actor and bodybuilder has vowed
Let's put actor to rest.
let's be honest, yeah.
has vowed to marry his sex robot girlfriend
To
after,
whom? Who did he vow it to?
after
His parents.
after paying for real plastic surgery to enhance the doll's appearance when, quote, she began to develop a complex.
I'm so obsessed with him.
This
So-
guy.
Is he single?
No.
What's he doing?
Well, I don't know if it ended
Well, I
badly.
think
You want to
I
break
think
up a
it's-
marriage?
No.
Well,
Get in there,
you know,
girl.
they're not married yet.
I
They're
think
not
it-
married yet.
I
They're
think
not
it's a
married
little
yet.
suspect that you said that mental illness affects a lot of people, and here we are talking about a guy who seems perfectly fine,
His
untouched
so
by mental.
normal.
So he feels like, I mean, he's not projecting in any way, shape, or form.
No, here's a guy who works out so much that he is obsessed with it, and now he is putting that onto a sex
Okay, I'm
doll.
going to say this. Okay, I don't know if this is appropriate, but if he is a bodybuilder, right, he's like a big dude.
Yeah. There's a picture of
He's
him
like
and her.
Fine. She is stunning, by the way.
Yeah, well-
who's her doctor? That's what I want to know.
Who's her
Stunning.
daddy?
But
Who's her
if you're like
creator?
a big dude, right, and he probably takes steroids,
Yeah.
things happen,
In your
right, in the
chemical-
lower area where maybe
Oh, the lower
he's
area.
lost his sex drive or he's lost like his like
She looks
dick
like
that
Taylor
used to be,
Swift.
and no woman would be with him.
Oh, so you're saying this is out of
I'm having
necessity?
yes.
Can I talk about how much I love his jacket?
Yeah,
I
damn.
love that.
It's like a
jacket.
If you want to
Gucci
see his
knockoff.
jacket, join our Facebook page. Dan will put the photo up.
palm
She
trees.
is stunning.
Okay.
Pretty beautiful.
So he okay. So he said she's starting to develop a
calls her
complex.
Billie
She began to
Eyelash.
develop a complex, so he got her plastic surgery. Yuri Tolochko from Kazakhstan.
Hey, Yuri.
Like his fiance?
I'm Yuri.
Also-
I'm Yuri.
Also revealed that the unusual couple has been invited on Russian TV show Comedy Club, although his relationship with
want to be on Comedy Club.
Is like comedy.
Lenny, don't push the joke over the cliff on the Comedy Club.
Comedy Club's you. Although his
In Russia, you don't do comedy. That's why I was wearing, like, I did the show corporate. I probably did, maybe I'm not allowed to say that, but I did it, and I was wearing like a 90s Cosby sweater.
Oh yeah.
Like terrible 90s Cosby
Yeah.
sweater. And my joke to everyone on the set was, in Russia, you don't wear Cosby sweater. Cosby rapes you.
Yes.
That was my joke.
It's true.
He says even though he's going on the TV show Comedy Club, although his relationship with Margot the doll is very much taken seriously.
What's he going to do on Comedy Club?
Tolochko shared backstage images of the couple's television appearance with the teaser message, "I won't spoil it. You'll find out at the right time."
Well, that's where he proposed to the thing.
Probably.
On Comedy Club.
According to local media, Tolochko has been dating Margot for 8 months, and his Instagram is littered with loved-up selfies of the pair on dates.
Oh, I love it.
Despite
He's been dating her for 8 months.
honeymoon
Dude,
phase.
move on that before she moves on.
That's right,
Despite
man.
admitting that they have
Put a ring on it, and when I say it, I really mean it.
Really?
Because
It's Pat. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
Of course,
course.
Julian Sweeney
He is a
our
good friend.
despite admitting that they have the occasional argument. Talk to me.
I mean,
If you're not going to
Open
say
up!
anything,
open up.
The
Tolochko,
occasional argument.
the devoted Tolochko,
Well, it's not
insists that he
perfect.
plans to marry the sex doll. Tolochko said he recently sent Margot to a clinic for plastic surgeons to make his synthetic girlfriend even prettier after he claimed her media appearances made her feel insecure.
I just drop her off.
Here's the thing, guys. They're saying, right, AI is going to be smarter than us and probably is already smarter
Sure.
than
It's
us.
already in-
So why are we even questioning this? She really could have a complex.
This is her. But
she's speaking her truth.
Maybe the complex is from
She's speaking
him
her truth.
sending her for plastic surgery in a UPS box.
That's terrible.
Maybe that's where the complex came
She
from.
came in a Casper
might be the-
mattress
What did she
box.
look like before?
Right. Well, he said, when I presented her photo to the world, there was a lot of criticism, and she began to develop a complex, so we decided to have plastic surgery.
Wait, what? We
What?
decided to have.
So the criticism.
we decided to have plastic surgery is like when the waiter or waitress comes and says, "What are we having?"
Right.
Well, we're not.
Totally.
You're not
You're
eating
not.
with us.
We're having
Please don't sit with us. Just stand and take our
chair
order.
backwards. What are we having?
I've got
What
it.
are we having, guys?
Well, I've got a cot. You don't
have a
it.
cod.
You work for the place
You
that
don't
has
have
it.
a cod.
Right.
They got a cod.
stand up.
I've got muscles from. No, you don't.
You don't.
You don't have muscles from Washington. You don't have
Stand up and please write
Does
this
she
down.
walk?
Who?
No.
the mo-
sex
Margot?
doll.
No.
The sex doll.
No.
She is a
Well,
mannequin.
I don't know. You're saying this. We're talking about she has a complex, and I'm supposed to know that she doesn't walk.
She does not have a real complex. She
This
has a
guy has-
he is projecting a complex onto this thing.
He got
Do
criticism.
you think he's on meth?
Maybe.
No.
He's on steroids.
The guy with
You-
the goat
you
is
called
like
it.
the guy with the goat is like
crazy.
at least he can respond.
At least I can get out of the goat or something like that. You know what I mean?
but the truth is, this guy put a bunch of pictures on. This is what happened, Dan. Put a bunch of pictures online. People are like, "Hey, man, that's freaky that you're doing that with that inanimate object." And then he took that to mean you got to get plastic.
By the way,
Yeah.
can I just say that on some level, I like where he's going with this. If he's like, I've got rage issues because I'm
Of the
using
roids,
steroids
maybe.
and whatnot, why take it out on a person? Why not just have this thing?
It's definitely
He's
better.
thoughtful.
It's
He's
def-
thoughtful, guys.
Well,
What
I'd
if
much
the
rather
set-
him have a doll, an inanimate doll, get plastic surgery than force a woman to
Right.
get plastic surgery.
yeah,
She doesn't complain about how much he's at the gym.
right.
She loves it. In fact,
She
She
actually,
probably goes with him
She
and
maybe.
watches.
and sits in the trunk.
She probably spots
That's what he
him.
said after the plastic surgery. Quote, she has changed a lot. At first it was hard to accept, but I got used to it later on. That's a relationship, bro.
Yeah,
That's
that's
right.
Grow
man.
through
You
changes.
gotta
Change together.
It's
growth, man.
Either you grow together or you grow apart.
It's true. Quote, it was a real clinic with real doctors. Asked no one.
Nope.
Nobody asked. He wanted you to know.
Hey man, what are you doing with that thing? It was a real clinic
with real dogs.
How much did it cost? Or is that one of the questions?
I don't know. Reports said the actor treats the doll, which has its own Instagram.
The actor.
blog.
This
Actor,
is what I
let's
have.
stop this
Actor.
I have the
narrative.
biggest problem with
The
that.
actor is like calling McDonald's a restaurant.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's not a restaurant. It's a place where you get food.
Reports said the actor treats the doll, which has its own Instagram blog, like a living person, and even
look it up.
found her a waitressing position at a local bar.
Okay, so I'm sorry. She walks.
She
Doesn't walk. She doesn't walk.
She does not walk.
Okay, I'm just going to say one thing. My friend
You can say
actually
everything.
created this AI. Looks like her. Looks like a sex doll.
Okay.
And she's actually become one of the most famous people on Instagram.
Wow.
Who is it?
And she's a DJ, and of course I'm forgetting what her name is. And she's a DJ, and they put her there, and they've created this whole persona, but they never told anyone that she was a doll for like a year. And everyone thought she was this hot, like Instagram supermodel, and they had her posing like with Diplo and all of these other people. Yes.
Wow. So she was.
It's amazing.
I bet.
So maybe he's trying. This is like his like spin on I'm an actor.
Okay.
How am I going to get my voice?
Oh my
out
God!
there?
If that is what's going on here,
Brilliant.
he's
I say
he's a
hashtag brilliant.
genius. We're talking about it here.
Okay, ready? I'm going to read these sentences, the one we just heard in the next one, back to back, and it will.
Blow my mind.
Yeah.
I'm a psychic.
Reports said the actor treats
really?
the doll, which has his own Instagram has its own Instagram blog, like a living person, and even found her a waitressing position at a local bar. Tolochko said, "quote She can't walk by herself. She needs help."
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't we all
Okay.
sometimes after
Margo-
you get a drink?
Margot doesn't know how to cook, but she loves.
What?
I don't know. She loves cuisine. Cuisine.
Cuisine.
Lean cuisine.
Yes.
She like it lean cuisine.
Her favorite
She like
dish.
it.
This is what I was trying to say.
Her
is-
favorite
Her
dish.
favorite dish is kinkali. Khinkali.
Kinkali.
I don't know. I don't know.
Kinkali.
Discussing her personality, the eccentric actor. Now we're an eccentric actor.
actor.
The eccentric actor added, "She swears, but there's a tender soul inside."
So she's me.
Yeah, exactly. Right. She's all of us.
According to Tolochko, he met Margot at a bar when a young man attacked the doll, and he managed to protect her.
I'm
This-
obsessed. This is a love story for the ages.
This guy is totally fucking with everyone. Now I'm convinced he's messing with everybody.
They have reportedly been inseparable ever since. It's unclear when the wedding will take place.
Oh my God. Do you value this person or the woman who marries her chandelier more?
What?
There's like
Oh, we
people
had a
who
story.
marry inanimate objects.
Oh,
It's like a woman who married her own
A
chandelier.
woman who cheated on her chandelier by trying to marry the Statue of Liberty. Now, that's also a thing. I think this guy, because he's also probably
So he
having
is
sex
probably
with
having
it.
sex with this thing. It's a sex doll.
Yeah.
So you are having sex
Wasn't
with
more
it.
in
that the
favor
movie
of this.
Lars and the Real Girl?
Lars and the
Yeah.
Real Girl.
Right.
I'm more in favor of this than the chandelier. I'm not
Really?
anti-chandelier. Love whatever you want to love as long
This
as you
is
don't
more
hurt
real.
yourself or hurt anybody
But
else.
she has boobs. so-
Right, right.
What
and
if you
she's
got
a waitress.
what if you got your chandelier fake tits?
The
She's like, you
chandelier-
send it in, and you're like, I had to bump them up. I had to bump it up.
Look, it was a sconce, and now it's a torch.
That is story number
There
2.
you go, story. Can you give us a little taste of what we're going to see on segment 3?
A guy goes to drastic measures to make his life easier.
There you go. We all are trying to do that. It's Dumb People Town. Alessandra Torresani, I'm so happy you're with us. Stay with us through the break.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
All right. We all know this. Just because someone says they don't want anything for Valentine's Day, that doesn't mean they don't deserve something, and it doesn't mean that secretly they don't want something.
And by the way, Valentine's Day isn't just for lovers. It's about sharing love with everyone. Show your best galentine some love. Let mom know how much you love her, or make that first move with someone you've been crushing on. This is a great way to do it. Not everyone prefers roses for Valentine's Day. The Books Company, and I've gotten Books flowers and gotten Books flowers for people. It is
fantastic.
the flowers they have, the bouquets,
So beautiful.
beautifully styled.
Sweet treats.
Sweet treat plants, gifts. The succulents are so good. I just, again, when I received the Books stuff that I gave out to people,
you gave it to your wife. We gave one to our mom that she was so touched by. They have great stuff. And
The great thing is you can place last minute orders because
Yes.
all of us are so busy that you can get something really fast to someone you care about, but maybe just everything else got in the way, and you're like, oh, I want to get something for someone.
I would say this. I bought flowers at the grocery store before, and it's never. They don't smell like the Books flowers. They smell beautiful. They're so fragrant and gorgeous, and just again, they strike the right note for what you want.
Well,
to
if
do.
they're sitting in a refrigerator for months and months, then there are days
smell like
it doesn't
nothingness
smell
right
good.
there. So next time you go to a grocery store, just check it out and then go get the Books, and you'll be so much happier. They got a great Valentine's deal going on right now. Books is short for bouquets. BOUQS. Not everyone prefers roses for Valentine's Day. The Books Company has you covered with a variety of beautifully styled bouquets, sweet treats, gifts, plants.
Bloom's
succulents
starting
right
at $39.
So good. Get 25% off your order. We're giving you that at the Books Company. Go to Books, BOUQS.com/DPT with the code DPT. That's Books, BOUQS.com/DPT with the code DPT. Get 25% off your order. Do it now. Okay, most difficult thing is our parents own their own business, and my wife owns her own business and has employees. The hardest part is hiring good people, and their lives were. We could tell you their lives were great.
When our parents had good employees, life was good. When they had bad employees, life became complicated. And when they were searching for employees, life was really hard because they're like, how are we able to do this and do the job at hand at the same time?
So
You
when
just
my
can't.
wife had to switch employees, she has a new employee now, but she used ZipRecruiter.com to find her new employees. The reason why it was, and found a phenomenal employee who I believe will be with her for a long period of
Well,
time.
the results are really good. They say that 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. It's so easy to find somebody to help you with your business.
It doesn't depend on you put the ad out there and you hope people find you. It finds them for you, which is really what you're paying for in the service here. And it is just, I'm telling you, it works. It's great. They've done it for so many companies, including people who we know and love, including my wife. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. See why ZipRecruiter is effective for businesses of all sizes. Again, my wife's got a very small business, but
Our parents had a bigger business, and it works on all levels.
I wish ZipRecruiter was around when mom and dad had their business, because I think they would have actually gone through a much better time in certain periods.
Definitely.
Try ZipRecruiter for free at the web address ZipRecruiter.com/DPT. That's ZipRecruiter.com/DPT.
Hey guys, welcome back to DPT. Dan, take us home.
Well, before we go, I want to remind everybody, Emotional Support. You can
Yes.
get it on wherever you get your podcasts.
Everywhere, anywhere, and you can follow at Emotional Support Pod.
And it is a wonderful coping way through. You yourself are dealing with mental health stuff, as many of us are. And it's a great way if you're somebody or touched by someone who is dealing with that stuff. This is a great way to cope with it.
And it's really fun because we have a Facebook page, and we're going to end up doing like a social media platform kind of thing. But
Great.
everyone joins it from all over the world. And we've had people that have helped other people out when
I
they're
love this.
feeling
The community.
upset. And
Community.
yeah.
You guys are building a community with this thing. which
And
is
it's
just
fun. I
amazing.
get to interview my friends and people who I like just meet,
Mm-hmm.
and we get to talk about all the terrible experiences that have happened to us and how we got through that. You know,
If you're sharing emotional stuff, you immediately. That's like
it's a bonding
it's
experience.
a bonding thing deeper than
Yeah.
hey, what's your next
That's how I
project?
found every guy I've ever been with.
Really?
Yeah, no, I'm
Of course, you share.
All right, so I'm going to check out Emotional Support, and
Thank
you
you.
guys should too. And let's jump into this last
Here we
story,
go.
shall we?
This is from Larissa at the girl on the wall, but there's no I in girl, so it's the
Larissa
GRL
knows it all.
on the wall.
Larissa explains it all.
Knows it all.
Great
I
job.
knows it all. Explains.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
I don't know why this changed on me. Hold on one sec. Let me refresh this.
Refresh it, Dan.
Okay, here we go.
Yes, we're ready. You ready?
Yeah, I think so. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Man implants Tesla key into hand to unlock car with one swipe.
brilliant.
That is too much, though.
Yeah,
Why
I
the
lose
whole
my
key?
keys every day.
I hope he bought the car.
But by the way,
Right.
if you're
It's a lease.
leasing it, that is a dumb move.
he implants the key into his hand.
He cuts open his own hand and,
And
put the
puts the
key,
key in.
inside.
Okay,
of it.
so I don't have a Tesla. I don't know if you guys do, but
I
do
do.
we know you do? What does the key look
You
like?
do?
My wife got a Tesla.
Oh, that's
she
awesome.
turned in her old car, and this was actually
yeah,
less
that's right. You told me
expensive.
that.
She got the Model 3. It's a great car. The key is your phone, or
Yeah.
it's a card.
Right.
It's your phone.
Like a credit card? I'm just trying
Yeah,
to
it's
think
like a
what would be inserted inside him.
It's like a credit card. But the thing is, does this guy not have a phone?
Springville, Utah. A
app.
Utah man has
Just
put
walk
some,
up to it.
put some technology under his skin that lets him unlock his Tesla with just a wave of his hand.
I've got you.
under my skin.
No, see, I mean, so this guy
This
is like,
the
I'm
guy-
gonna. This is the guy who's like, those people like, I'm gonna make it easier. I'm just gonna get up on the roof and tie this part. Don't get on the roof.
Right.
We're
Just
gonna.
don't do it.
I'm gonna tie this thing from the antenna to that. I'm gonna make it so much. You're making it worse. You're not making it easier.
Ben Workman, which sounds like a placeholder.
Great name.
I know.
Here's
Ben?
the thing. I guarantee you, when he tells people about it, he's like, the key is
Ben.
Ben. Stop.
No,
At-
Ben.
at
knows.
Ben Brothers.
At
As
Ben
he's like,
Workman.
I
You're-
wonder
you're
if it
bleeding.
opens other things.
You just go to hotels.
women's hearts.
Conversation.
Legs.
yeah.
Sex doll.
The key is
The key is
he's like
he just
swiping
waving
it.
around women's
Stop
vaginas.
waving your hand near her vagina.
Stop it.
I know you're not touching her, but that is
Her
a
legs
Me Too
are
moment.
remain uncrossed.
That is a Me Too moment you're creating right now.
Ben
Or crossed.
Workman is one of the few people around the world who use cybernetic implants. Simply speaking, he has different kinds of computer chips implanted in his skin
Oh,
that lets
God.
him do different things.
and I'm sure the body doesn't reject that. at
How
all.
many implanted chips do you think he's put into his body? You want to go first, Tig, or third?
I'll go first. I'm going to say 5.
Five chips,
Okay.
Jay.
I think he's got like 9 chips.
Okay.
I think he has 17 chips. placed in.
17.
And one of them is for if he gets lost, then his owners can find him.
That's right. You were a little chip in the back of his neck.
Little puppy.
He was registered. The ASPCA.
One of you is only one off.
Oh!
What did you say?
I said 5.
5?
I said 17.
I said 9.
So which way do
I think
do you
it's 10.
You think it's 10? What do you think?
You can go up or down
6.
1 if you want. Okay.
Okay, and I think it might be 16.
Okay. With his 4 implanted chips.
I was so
you went the other
No.
way. Still, that's a lot. By the way,
That's
still
a lot.
I know
many.
it was the smallest number out of all that we picked. That is still too many.
Too many.
Workman can unlock his car, unlock doors at work, log on and off his computer, and share contact information, but can't sign the fucking divorce papers. No,
Wait, so like he can sign on his AOL account and like
Yeah.
kind of like.
get that
And you
aim,
know he's got
baby.
an AOL
aim,
account.
Aim all the way.
I still have 2 AOL accounts.
Shut
I do. One I
give-
don't use. It was Rodman Baby 91 because I was so obsessed with Dennis Rodman.
Were you upset? Are you still obsessed with him?
Oh, but-
Between
Are
him
you
and
kidding me?
Farley,
I
you have a
died
lot
for
of
him. I love him.
Chicago celebrity love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my mom, mom's side.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I would say what he's doing is very. I mean, it's very workmanlike. I mean, it is.
He's got a good work ethic.
He's got a good workman ethic.
The implants use the same technology that's used for Apple Pay and Android Pay. You may be wondering what would inspire someone to do this, to do something
Stupidity.
like this. Right.
Guys,
Boredom.
he's playing like he's got a chip on
The
his shoulder.
divorce.
Which he literally,
Not his lack of visitation rights.
He has a chip on
he
his
literally
shoulder.
has a chip on his shoulder.
Jason. For Workman, it's pretty simple. He said he did it out of curiosity
Curiosity, you
Killed the cat.
kill exactly.
with a wave of your hand. In all reality, it was
In
experiment.
his case, curiosity destroyed any chance of getting pussy. That is it's his version of
It
killed
did
the cat.
kill the cat.
In all reality, it was experimentation and curiosity, said Workman. The process to get the chips into Workman's hand wasn't as simple and as his motivation.
Yeah.
For his-
What doctor would be like, I'll put this in you?
Right.
He probably did it himself, right? Is that what we're saying?
For his few 2 chips, he couldn't convince his doctor
Of course not.
or a piercing studio to help him, so he ended up getting a family member to implant the chips for him.
Uncle Dave, I've got something for
Don't
you.
trust
Don't
your cousin.
Do it.
Oh my god.
What does your cousin do? He sells cocaine out of a bread truck.
There
Come
you
on
go.
over
Good
here.
enough.
Put this
He's
chip
got
in
a
my
goat
chips.
and he smokes meth.
He'll be at the adult store. If
Just
he's not
drive me
sleeping,
to Oklahoma, punch me in the face as many times as you want. Just put these chips in my hand.
if he's not sleeping, he'll do it.
Right. On the first 2, I actually didn't have anyone. I tried going to a veterinarian, a doctor, a piercing studio.
Veterinarian,
no one would
we were
do
right.
it.
They put the chip in.
No one would do it.
Of course not. It's a stupid thing to do.
That is so gross.
It's
However,
so dumb.
Implanting the Tesla key required a bit more work, and he managed to convince a piercing studio to help him, although they weren't too keen on the idea.
No.
Workman also has a magnet planted in his left hand.
So we can erase every computer.
He just walks up to a TV and
You're like,
rubs
no,
it.
all my data.
Which is literally just a magnet. It doesn't have any interesting functionalities beside magic tricks and fun stuff. Workman.
I
said.
love a magic trick.
So he likes to just go walk over and like pick up paper clips with his
Yeah,
hand.
coins.
Guys, I don't know what's going on here. Like how many times is he like, I don't know what's going on here.
Wasn't there a superhero that could attract magnetic stuff?
Well, Magneto.
Magneto.
Whether it's a practical joke or practicality, Workman said he's excited to see what he'll be able to do next. Stop.
Not be in a relationship.
Yeah, no.
That's what.
You know what I think he's going to do next? Check the single column on his tax return.
For his next adventure, he wants to put a chip in his hand that lets him pay for things without a credit card.
If this
or
guy
phone.
gets
What?
a girlfriend, do you have to go back to the guy who had the sex doll and be like, you have to get a real person?
Yes.
If this guy who's implanting chips all over and can get somebody, then our grandmother was right. Every pot has a lid.
It's true.
Every pot has a lid.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. Just one, this pot has a lot of chips in it, is all I'm saying.
That's story number
Think
3.
of all the scars on his hands.
I know.
too.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But he can pick things up and he can open doors.
He does magic.
He opens a lot of doors in his life. There you go. Don't
Oh,
get chips in your
jeez.
hand, guys. There you go. That's the show. Emotional support. We're going
Yes.
to check that out. Check out Daniel. We're performing live.
Oh, yeah. Everything's posted at danielvankirk.com. I just posted a whole bunch of stuff recently on Instagram, but you can. When are we dropping this?
I think next Tuesday. So,
Oh, awesome. Well, come see me in Boca Raton, Florida, and at Cap City Comedy Club, and come see all of us at Largo. And I'll be in Houston doing a live Pen Pals with Rory and stand-up shows leading up to that.
I love it. We'll be in Chicago.
Chicago, one night,
One
North
night at
Bar.
the North
One night
Bar.
only.
Come
One night
out.
on February 6th, Thursday night.
Next
and then
Thursday night.
Next
Or
Thursday
this
night. And
Thur- or
then
this Thursday night.
This Thursday. And then Friday and Saturday, we're at Cleveland at Hilarities with our buddy Nate Craig. Great
best.
shows. Those shows are going to be amazing. I want to sell all of them out. And then we have a bunch of stuff. Go to superscholars.com. I just
Madison,
updated.
Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah. Get your
This
tickets now.
one, this one we went. So Madison's the 2 times ago. I think we came. We sold out all the shows before we got there. I
That
want
is
to
our
do
goal.
that again. That is our goal. We're putting it out to you, our fans, our listeners, our
I'm gonna tell you
friends.
exactly when it is.
It is
The
March
last
12th.
weekend in March.
March 12th through the 14th.
12th through the
Weekend before.
14th. And then the following week, we're back in Milwaukee. You can see me, Randy, and Dan. So we have a lot for you to do in March.
Will the sex doll be at any of
Sex
the
doll will be at all
there.
the shows.
Okay,
She
good.
can't walk to the shows.
She can't walk, but
she's
she'll
a
be there.
waitress. She's
Will
a waitress.
she be selling drinks at?
Probably. She's
Comedy
working
on
them.
stage.
She's working them.
Ma'am, we've asked you 40 times
Can
to
we get
refill
our
these.
bill, please?
We just want our check.
All right, there you go. That's it. World's getting dumber, and we're here. And oh shit, we got to get back to work.
Dum 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 dum. Stick around, make a sound, hunker down. It's Dumb People Town.
Scarpins Avenue.
A podcast network.